right. So welcome back. The most important meal of the day that gets us going is breakfast, right? It fuels us. For me, that's what makes or breaks if I'm going to make it through the day and eat clean, okay? So I want to cue a video. This is what I call my inner fat kid. Let me see if this kind of rings true with anybody. We'll go ahead and cue a video here.
I'm a normal everyday guy. I don't have washboard abs. And sure, I love hot dogs, cake, candy, you name it. Continuing to push through the struggle of what it is to eat healthy is something I deal with every day. So it's always been an inner struggle between loving things that are rich and delicious and trying to find a balance and unity between things that are delicate and good for me. So that's where the idea of Centered Chef came together. And what I do is I balance out something that's super healthy and something that's comforting and delicious that actually satisfies you. The healthy and delicious are equally attainable.
That's nice, right? Thank you to my friend Bina David for filming that with me. I love being ridiculous. But that is the struggle from day to day that a lot of us go through, is that finding moderation and where's that guilt factor at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the basics and look at one of my favorite breakfasts, but not the blasé, boring breakfast. We're going to reinvent oatmeal, okay? So we're going to do an oatmeal PB&J style. Now to get started to do this oatmeal, we're going to use some steel-cut oats, and I've actually got a sauté pan or a sauce pot going with medium heat for about 5 minutes, and we're going to toast our actual steel-cut oats. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this right now, but we want to toast these for about 30 seconds to get a really nice nuttiness. Steel-cut oats are awesome. They have just as much nutrition as rolled oats, and I'll talk about those in just a second. But they have more texture, which is interesting. We want food to be interesting. So we toast these for about 30 seconds, and I'm adding I have 1 cup of oats here, and I have 3.5 cups of water. And I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I turn it down to a simmer for about 20 minutes. A pinch of salt goes inside of there. So now I'm just going to set it and forget it, Ron Popeil style, all right? That's doing its thing over here. Now we're going to come over to the jelly portion. Peanut butter and jelly oatmeal. Sounds pretty good, right? Okay. So I've got another sauté pan going right here, and I'm using some grapeseed oil, just like over there. A nice healthy fat. And what we're going to do is I cut some red grapes, some seedless grapes in half. And we're going to sauté these. Okay? Got a little action going in our pan. It's like, yeah, this isn't just props. We're cooking here. So we've got the grapes in the pan, and we're also going to add some dried cherries. Or if you want, you can add dried cranberries. Make sure they're the ones that are not high fructose laden, okay? This is about cooking clean. It's about cooking naturally. What we want to do is we want to stir these up. We got high heat going here. And we want to let these go for about 3 minutes. And what I'm going to do is put a cooktop on these right here. So now that we brown them just a little bit for about 30 to 45 seconds, I put the top on and they're going to start to steam. And we're actually going to turn this into a nice syrup. Do you say syrup or syrup? I say syrup. I'm from downstate Illinois. Okay? So our oats are working right over here. This is like watching grass grow if we were going to do this the whole time. We don't have 20 minutes. So we'll come back to those in a second. Now I want to draw attention to the types of oats that are available to you. Okay, so these are steel-cut oats. Let's look at these real quick. Steel-cut oats are the whole oat, but they're basically chopped in half or chopped in thirds. Okay, so the bran, the outer fiber, is totally intact. And the reason that they're a little bit chewier is because they're so much more dense. Then we have some cracked oats right here. Okay, cracked oats. And then we have rolled oats, which is what you're used to. This is about 20 to 25 minutes cooking. This is about 5 minutes of cooking for the cracked and the rolled oats. Now, to put this into, we got the magic of television. We've got our oatmeal right here. 20 minutes later, I'm going to take a little bit of rice milk, or you can use almond milk, to loosen this up a bit and stir this in along with our natural peanut butter. Okay, so I'm going to go rich and delicious, but still healthy, right? Okay, so we're going to mix this in just like this. I'm going to come back to my grapes in a second. If you can see that, it's kind of ooey gooey. All right? What I'm going to do is come right into my bowl right here. whatever your favorite portion is. I usually go with about 3/4 of a cup. Let's take a look at the grapes. It's kind of cool action right there, right? Come to these grapes. And if you can see that, it's really nice and luscious. And we simply top our peanut butter oatmeal with our jelly, and that's our recipe. Clean, simple, sexy. So stick around. We'll be right back with some healthy ingredients.